I want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. James chapter 2 verse 24 says, a person is considered righteous or justified by not faith alone, but by their, quote, works. How can this possibly be reconciled with Sola Fide, or by faith alone, which was one of the great mantras of what we know as the Reformation? So when we come to James chapter 2, particularly verse 24, there's actually two ways to address this question. There's the short way, and there's the long way. Well, this is the YouTube channel, so we're going to address it by way of the short way, and it's simply this. As you're walking through chapter 2, there is this conundrum that's spoken of, the aspect of our faith in regards to the, quote, works or the actions that come out of that faith. And I think that's the simplistic answer per 1 John chapter 3, verse 9, which talks about Jesus Christ planting the seed within us that then germinates and expresses itself. That what we see within the New Testament is that works are an extension of one's faith. They are not a synonym of one's faith. So in other words, you have no justification in the New Testament that one is saved by their works, i.e. Ephesians 2, 8, 9. However, we would all agree that works or fruit are a supernatural, or maybe in this case, natural byproduct of a faith that exists. See, the issue in the book of James chapter 2 were people that had no expression of faith, no evidence of faith, no sanctification of faith, claiming that because they agreed to the simple principles of faith, thereby they must be, quote, okay. This is the same book of the Bible that says that even Satan and the demons believe in Jesus. That being said, they understand the facts. They know the, I guess, quantifiable, qualitative material involved, but there is no faith belief system and trusting one for the means of salvation, regeneration, etc. So again, I know in the book of James, there's a lot of language that can be difficult at times, but I think if you look at the totality of the book of James and the totality of what we know as the New Testament, we see that works, even though in this verse say we're justified by them. You go back into Romans 4, it says no man is justified by works. Not even Abraham was justified by works. There's this battle being played within James about those who claim that there needs to be zero evidence, no sanctification, and no change of life. If someone just agrees with the cerebral facts of the faith, then they are representatives of the faith. And you and I both know within the New Testament, you don't just agree to the facts. There has to be a faith in an understanding that he, Jesus, who knew no sin, became sin for us so that we might be declared his righteousness. So again, I know this is why Martin Luther referred to James as a, quote, epistle of straw, because it appears to go contrary to what we know as the book of Galatians. But this, like other passages in the general epistles, when we kind of pull out and see it in the totality of the book and kind of the battles within it, I think it's an expression of works as a supernatural expression of one's faith and not a substitute for faith. Great question. If you have one, send it to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at AskJeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.